Good morning, everyone. This is my first time going live from home, so welcome to my home. Also, if anything chaotic happens, I apologize in advance. I have my iPad set up in an interesting way, so we'll see how that goes. My cat is also super curious about what's going on, so she may make an appearance here and there. Maybe not. Maybe it's her nap time. I don't know. I hope everybody had a good week. Time seems to be flying. Hopefully it flies a little quicker to where we can start seeing each other again. I really miss being in the studio with everybody, and it's, I still can't quite wrap my brain around what's been happening, other than just trying to take it one day at a time and figuring it out. We have a visitor. I don't know if she'll go to the camera or around the camera. Behind the camera. Hopefully she doesn't start rubbing her chin on the side of the iPad. There we go. All right, let's get started. You guys can go ahead and take a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. You can let your eyes close. And just start bringing some awareness to your breath. Start lengthening out your inhales and your exhales. Let your shoulders soften. Let the muscles in your face relax. And if you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, you can start adding that on, that slight constriction at the base of your throat, almost as if you were fogging up a mirror in front of you. Now I'll begin by reciting the opening intentions in Sanskrit. There's an optional Om before and after, so if you'd like, you can inhale. Vande Gurnam Charna Vande Sandrashita Swatma Sukha Vabode Nishreyase Jangalakaimane Samsara Hala Mohoshantiye Avahu Purushakaram Chankachakrasi Dharanam Sahasra Shirsam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjali. Coming back to that Ujjayi breath. And keeping that breath pattern going as you begin to open your eyes and make your way to standing. So you can come to the front of your mat, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Hands can be down by your side or hands pressed together in front of your chest. Nice big breaths wherever you are, and just matching your movement to your breath and letting your breath be the base of your practice. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, really plant your feet into the mat, pull up through your kneecaps. Sun salutation A, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths here. You can also come to your knees and rest back into child's pose. Take one more breath here. Inhale, step or hop your feet forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, come forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, come forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. A couple more like that. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Inhale, come forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. One more like that. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One more breath here. Inhale, step or hop forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Sun salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, arms come up, look up. Exhale, hands down, bring your leg back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, arms come up. Exhale, come down and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Take one more breath here. Inhale, step or hop forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Couple more like that. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, come down and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, come down and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. One more breath here. Inhale, come forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. One more like that. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, come down and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, hands down, bring your leg back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, come forward, lift your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. You guys will stay facing the front of your mat. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. Feet are about hip width apart, hands on your hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees until you can hook your big toes. Inhale to lengthen again. Exhale, fold. 5 breaths in Parambustathana. 2. 4. One more breath. 5. Inhale your head halfway up. Exhale, slide your palms underneath your feet for Padahastasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Let your head hang heavy, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. One more breath here. Inhale your head halfway up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale, Samastitihi. Staying at the front of your mat again. We'll inhale and step back with the right foot. Exhale, turn the right foot out. Slide your body for Utthita Trikonasana or triangle pose. You can rest your hand on your leg, or maybe you hook your big toe. One more breath here. Inhale, come up, turn that right foot in. Exhale, turn the left foot up and slide the body to the other side. Take one more breath here. Inhale, come up, turn the left foot in. Exhale, turn to face the back of your mat. Legs are straight, right leg is in front. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, really reach forward. Rest your hand on your leg or the outside of your foot and bring your right arm up. If this is too much for your shoulder, you can rest your hand on your lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to the front of your mat. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Rest your hand on your leg or the outside of your foot. Left arm comes up. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, open to the side. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, Samastitihi. Inhale, step back with your right foot a little farther than before. Exhale, turn the right foot out and bend the knee. You can rest your forearm on the thigh for extended side angle, Utthita Konasana, or you can place your right hand down by your right foot. Inhale, come up, bring the right foot in. Exhale, turn the left foot out for the other side. One more breath here. Inhale, come up, turn the left foot in. Exhale, turn to face the back of your mat, bending your right knee. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, elbow to knee, palms together, twisting towards the side. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to the front of your mat, bending your left knee. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, elbow to knee, palms together, twisting to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, open to the side. Exhale, Samasthiti, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, stepping back with the right foot again. Toes are slightly turned in. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold forward, hands on your legs or maybe the mat. Inhale, your head halfway up. Exhale, fold. You can bend your knees here too if you'd like. One more breath here. Inhale, your head halfway up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale here. Position B, inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, hands to your hips, elbows point back. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. One more breath here. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale. Position C, inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back in the basket grip. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold forward with your wide legs, letting your arms hang heavy overhead. One more breath here. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale, hands to your hips. Position D, inhale, open. Exhale, hands on your legs or hook your big toes. Inhale, your head halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale, your head halfway up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale, take that longest step ever to the front of your mat, Samasthiti. Inhale, stepping back with the right foot again, turning to face the back of your mat. You can clasp opposite elbows or hands in prayer behind you. Inhale, open. Exhale, folding forward over a straight right leg. Take one more breath here. Inhale, open. Exhale, turn to face the front of your mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale, come up to face the side, let your arms loose. Exhale, Samasthiti, come to the front of your mat. And staying at the front of your mat, I'm just going to switch around on my mat. We're going to go into our balances. So we'll start transferring weight into the left leg. You can leave your right big toe on the mat. Maybe you grab your shin. Maybe you hook your big toe and extend your leg out. Maybe you hold forward. Whatever floats your boat today. Or maybe you plop down on your mat and just watch the rest of this. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, open your leg to the side. See if you can switch your gaze over your left shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, bring your leg forward. Exhale, you can fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hands to your hips, point your foot. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Transferring the weight into the right leg. Maybe leaving your big toe on your left foot on the mat. Grabbing your shin. You can hook your big toe and extend your leg out, and you can fold forward. Find one spot to focus on and keep your gaze there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open your leg to the side. Maybe switch your gaze to over your right shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, bring your leg forward. Exhale, you can fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to your hips, point your foot. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your leg down. I just realized that my shirt kind of blends in with my wall. So I apologize, guys. Hopefully you can still see me okay. We're going to go into our next balance. So transferring the weight into the left leg, you can start to turn your right leg out, maybe leaving your big toe on the mat, maybe bringing your leg up, bringing your foot up your leg, holding your foot in front of you, or if you have a comfortable half lotus, you can go there. Right arm can come around behind you for a shoulder stretch, and you can fold forward if you'd like. If you fold it forward, inhale your head halfway up. Exhale, pause. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, everyone can release that leg. Putting weight into the right leg, turning your left leg out, finding your pose on this side. Left arm can come around behind you for a shoulder stretch. And you can fold forward if you'd like. If you went down, inhale your head halfway up. Exhale, pause. Inhale, come up. Exhale, everyone can release that leg. And at the front of your mat again. Last little bit of standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale your head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or hop, both feet forward for Utkatasana or chair pose. 5 breaths here. Sink a little lower. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward for Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One, 5 breaths here. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, turn to face the back of your mat, bending your left knee. Knee over ankle, 5 breaths here. Inhale, open to Warrior Two, looking over your left fingertips. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten the left leg, turning it in. Exhale, turn out your right leg, bending that knee for the other side. Gaze is now looking over the right fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat, bring your leg back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forward on your mat to a seated position. Legs straight out in front of you. Palms are pressed into the mat, down by your hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your chin for Dandasana, 5 breaths here. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward for Paschimottanasana or forward fold. You can rest your hands on your legs or maybe you hook your big toes. 5 breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold forward again, hands on your legs, or maybe you wrap your hands around your feet. Nice straight spine, straight through the neck, to the upper back, to the lower back. And big inhales and big exhales. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll fold forward one more time, hands resting on your legs, or maybe you grab your wrists on the outside of your feet. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands about a foot behind you, fingers pointing forward towards your feet. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn. We're going to go into Purvottanasana. So on our inhale, we're going to press our feet into the mat and lift our pelvis up. If this is too much for you, you can bend your legs into a tabletop position. Inhale here, and exhale, lower. So here you have the option of taking a seated breath. You can sit up tall and just take a couple breaths, or you can do a vinyasa. You would come forward, jump or step your feet back to lower. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, jump through, or just plop yourself down. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. That's a mouthful. So this is the pose that we did as a standing balance, but it's a little bit easier when you do it sitting. So you'll take your right foot and come to a comfortable half lotus. If you don't have a comfortable half lotus, just bring your foot down next to your leg, or try to hold your leg up with your leg turned out. Right arm can come around behind you for that shoulder stretch. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, if you'd like, you can fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Here you can take a seated breath or a vinyasa. And coming into the other side, we'll bring our left leg into a comfortable half lotus. The left arm can come around behind you for that shoulder stretch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, drop your shoulders, and you can fold forward. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release that leg. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. Again, if you take the vinyasa, just step or jump your feet back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come to a seat. And coming into the next pose, Triangle Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. And when we all return to class together, I expect that you all will say it with me. Taking the right leg and tucking it in next to us. You can prop your left hip up with, if you have a block or a blanket or a towel. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold forward. And if this is too much on your knee, you can just keep your leg extended out. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming to the other side, we'll tuck our left leg in next to us. Inhale to sit up tall, and exhale, you can fold forward if you'd like. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming forward for Janu-Shirshasana. So we'll bring our right leg in, if you can, to a 90-degree angle. And what that means is that your femur, your upper leg, the bone in your upper leg is pointed out 90 degrees. Maybe you can do it, maybe you can't. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards that left leg and you can fold forward. You know, I can tell you guys what the poses are in their full expression, but it's not about getting to that full expression. It's about making this work for you and finding what feels good in your body. I've been suffering with a hamstring injury, and so I can't fold forward as far as I used to, and so it's really been probably about 6 months of just trying to find what I can do in this series that feels good for me. And that means not folding forward very far or bending my knees a lot. And you just have to make it work for you. That's the important thing. The most important aspect of this practice is the breath and keeping that breath going. So if you do the breath and you keep it going, you're doing yoga. Take one more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. Take a seated breath or vinyasa. Good thing I didn't get chatty while we were balancing, or else you would have been in your balances forever. And coming into the other side, we'll bring our left leg in. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist towards the right leg and you can fold forward. Another thing I want to mention with modifications is I've heard, you know, from quite a few of my teachers that if you do a modification on one side, do it on the other side so you stay balanced. I definitely fought with myself for about 3 months of having this hamstring issue where I wouldn't fold forward very far on the left side, but I would on the right side, and I'm not quite sure that's the way to go. Take one more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or a vinyasa. Coming forward, we're going to do Janu-Shirshasana B this week, which I don't think we've done in a few weeks. So if this doesn't feel good to you, go ahead and resort to Janu-Shirshasana A, the one that we just did. Or you can give this one a try. You're going to bring your right foot in. You're going to come up to sit on your heel. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, twist, and you can fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to release. You can take a seated breath or a vinyasa. And coming into the other side, right leg is out. Bringing the left leg in, coming up to sit on the heel. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, slight twist, and you can fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming forward, we'll do Janushirshasana seat, because if we just sat on our heel, then the best possible thing to do is twisting it in the opposite direction. So picking up your right foot and pointing your toes down towards the mat. The heel presses into the opposite leg. You can leave your hands around your foot, or you can take your hands away and fold forward. If this is too much for you, just hold onto your leg and imagine that you're drawing your toes down. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. Take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming into the other side, right leg straight out. Picking up the left foot, drawing the toes down towards your mat. Maybe you bring your toes onto the mat and press your opposite heel into your opposite leg and fold forward. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming forward, we'll go to Marichyasana A. Bending the right knee in, stepping it just outside of the hip. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Wrap your arm around your leg and bring your left arm around behind you. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming into the other side, we'll bend our left knee in, step it just outside of the hip. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Wrap your left arm around your left leg and bring your right arm around behind you as well. Maybe you clasp your fingertips behind your back. Maybe you don't. Just keep that breath going and you're doing the pose. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming into Marichyasana C, our spinal twist, we'll bend the right knee in. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, turn towards that right knee. You can hug your knee. You can bring your elbow to the outside. Or if you're familiar with the bind, you can go there. One more breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming into the other side, bending the left knee in. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, you can hug that knee, elbow to the outside, or going into that bind. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. Coming forward, we're going to go into everyone's favorite Navasana or boat pose. So coming to your seated balance, you can have your knees bent in, your hands behind your thighs, your knees bent in, arms straight out, legs straight, hands behind your thighs, or legs straight and arms straight. So we do this 5 times, 5 breaths in each round. I'd say that was probably 5. So we do a little move in between. Inhale here. Exhale, cross your ankles, place your hands on the mat. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, cross. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, cross. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, cross. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Last one. So after this one, when we come down, you can take a seated breath, or you can step back and take a vinyasa. Inhale here. Exhale, cross. Take a seated breath or vinyasa. From down dog, hop or step to a wide squat. If you're coming from seated, then go ahead and just step to a wide squat. You can place your hands in front of you, taking a couple breaths here. We're going to go into Bhujapadasana, so you can stay here or you can go as far into the pose as comfortable for you. And if you'd like, you can walk your feet in a little. Bring your arms on the inside of your legs, step on your hands. Bend your elbows and sit back on your arms. From here you could cross your feet, and last you would let your head come down. You can take whatever exit out of this you'd like. And you can take a seated breath or a vinyasa. From down dog or seated, come to a wide squat again. Let your bottom fall back on your mat. Toes and knees pointed up towards the ceiling, arms on the inside, through the inside to the outside of your feet. You can stay right here, or you can start to let your heels slide forward. You can extend your arms out. This is Karmasana. If you know your Supta Krimasana, you can go right into it. If you're not familiar with it, turn your legs out and bring your arms on the inside and wrap them around your feet. You can stay just like this. You can tuck your head down. So this pose prepares you for legs behind your head, which, well, we'll get there if we get there. It's a pretty good party trick. Not that any of us are having parties right now. Take one more breath wherever you are. And you can take whatever exit out of this you'd like to. You can do a fancy one. You can do a not fancy one. You can lay on your mat and say, I'm done. And there is a recommended vinyasa, but you can also take a seated breath if that would feel better for you. And coming forward, we're going to lay on our mat and go into closing. So we'll do 3 rounds of bridge or upward bow. 5 breaths in each round. You can bend your legs. Inhale, lifting the pelvis up. 5 breaths here. Inhale here, exhale lower, taking a breath here, and on your next inhale, lifting back up. Exhale lower. Take a breath there. Inhale, lift again. Final round. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Do whatever you need here to feel settled. And when you're ready, we'll roll up. Legs straight out in front of you for another final forward fold. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, you can fold forward. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can take a seated breath or vinyasa. And coming forward, we'll lay on our backs. So here you have the option of shoulder stand or legs up against the wall. Completely up to you, so you guys do just what feels best for you. If you do shoulder stand, shoulder blades are slightly tucked under. Your weight is in your shoulders, not in your neck. Hands can rest on your lower back. And we'll do a couple variations. On your exhale, you can start letting your straight legs come down into Halasana or plow pose. You can keep your hands on your lower back or extend them out. On your exhale, you can start coming into Karna Pindasana or ear hugging pose. On your inhale, you can raise your legs up. We're going to head into Urdhva Padmasana or upward lotus. It would be as if you were sitting cross-legged on top of the ceiling. On your exhale, you can head into Pindasana or embryo pose. Inhale your legs up. Exhale, let your hips come down to the mat, keeping your legs crossed or you can put them in a diamond position. Coming up onto your elbows, letting your head fall back. If the top of your head doesn't rest on the mat, you can walk your elbows down. This is Matsyasana, or fish pose. Uttana Padasana. Exhale, tuck your chin in, bring your knees to your chest. And you can rock a little bit here. And if you'd like to roll up and take a vinyasa, you can do that. Next up is Shushasana or headstand. You can do any preparation for headstand, including child's pose. If you want to find a wall in your house and use that, you can do that. So child's pose, head down, arms can be back or extended in front of you. Our goal here is just trying to get the head below the heart. You can also take your headstand arm placement, clasp your opposite elbows, and then leave your elbows where they are and just bring your hands forward to clasp your hands. You can rest your head down and stay just like this. You can straighten your legs. You can walk your feet forward. You can bring one knee in, the other knee in, both knees in. Resting in child's pose whenever you're done. Take one more breath in child's pose. You can inhale and roll up. You can find a comfortable seat or you can take a vinyasa. And coming forward to a cross-legged seat. If you have a comfortable lotus or half lotus, you can do that. But whatever cross-legged position is going to be best for you. And we'll do the final 3 poses. Holding for about 10 breaths in each pose. Just really taking this time to connect with your breath. Inhale, lengthen. You can bring your arms around behind you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Extend your arms out over your knees. Thumbs and first finger together. Exhale, drop your chin down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands press into the mat, down by your hips. On this next one, we would inhale and lift up, lift our legs, lift our bottom up off of the mat, or just pretend to. And we'll do the Paull body breathing. If you're not familiar with it, just try to follow along. And go ahead and place your hands in your lap and close your eyes and just take a couple breaths here. From here, you can take a vinyasa if you'd like to, or you can start setting up for Shavasana. So in Shavasana, we'll be laying on our backs. Shoulder blades are slightly tucked under, palms facing up. Legs are about mat width apart. And you can let your eyes close. We're going to take in a couple big breaths and sigh them out. But on the inhales, I want you to clench everything, your fists, your feet, your glutes, your face. So inhale and clench. Sigh it out and let everything relax. One more time, big inhale in. Clench, squeeze. Sigh it out, let everything relax. Just letting everything rest and be. If thoughts keep coming up, just bringing awareness back to your breath or how the air feels on your skin or any scents you might be smelling. Taking a moment to be in the moment. You can start taking deeper breaths, adding sensation back to your fingers and your toes. Maybe bringing your arms overhead and taking a nice big stretch. You can bend your knees in and move from side to side. And coming to rest on your side in a fetal position. And carefully pushing yourself up. And coming to a comfortable cross-legged seat with your eyes closed. Just taking a moment here to think of a few things that you're grateful for today. And maybe taking a practice of gratitude and adding it into every day. You know, just taking a moment in the morning to think of or write down a few things that you're thankful for. And if you're having one of those crappy days, which we all have, we're all human, sometimes the things that I'm grateful for are coffee or chocolate or sleeping, and those are all important things. It's just taking that extra minute to think of the things that you're grateful for, no matter what they are. We can end this practice with an Om. If you'd like, you can inhale. May all beings everywhere be healthy, happy, and free from suffering. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you guys very, very much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next Saturday.